Sander Berge, Manchester United's priority. Is he? I've been doing a bit of asking around and a bit of digging regarding the situation with the midfielders at the moment because there's nothing been reported. So if in doubt, might as well ask a few questions here and there. So let's see what's actually going on. I will give you all the information and where we're up to with everything like that. But we've got Sander Berge to talk about a Manchester United continuation of looking into the midfield situation. Yesterday we talked about Fofana maybe dropping out and giving his priority to AC Milan. More developments there. Obviously no word on a Garte yet, which is the interesting one, which what I wanted to bring into tonight. Ligt and Mazraoui's medicals are complete, guys. That is all finished and done. More talk on Pelestri's exit as well now. That's going to be an interesting one and how much we can get there, because Manchester United, according to Fabrizio Romano, need to sell players to even get a Garte over the line now. So it's crunch time for quite a few Manchester United players on that sort of list of maybe it's time you've seen the end of your United days, my friend. This is Forever United TV. I'm Adam. This is your evening show, bringing you up to date with everything going on Manchester United. Updates on all the transfers. Team news looking ahead to the game against Fulham. Yes, looking ahead to an actual Premier League game. The clock is ticking, and we're going to get into a little bit of that as well and what's happening with the squad. Also, other news as well regarding, who was it I was talking about? There was someone else I was supposed to talk about, actually, in regards to Manchester United's midfield setup right now. There was one more player. I'll come to that in a minute. But did you guys hear about the Branthwaite talk earlier on? Again, why is it all of a sudden I'm going back to stories I shouldn't be going back to? We had De Ligt earlier, we had Frankie de Jong earlier on, and now Gerard Branthwaite talks again. I'll talk about that, I'll give my opinion on that and where it's come from and the details of it and why it might actually be happening. Again, on Forever United TV, I like to go a little bit deeper in the conversation with it and not just read the headline. So getting into information about that as well. But please give the video a like first of all. Make sure you are subscribed so you miss no news. And let's be honest, there's no one crazier than me. And you want a little bit of entertainment while you're getting the United news as well, don't you? Yes, of course you do. Get into the live chat. I have a good chin wagging there, guys, as well. I'm going to come to the live quite a bit tonight. I've missed you guys and your opinions. I've been talking a lot of news and there's been a lot going on. So this is your opportunity tonight, guys, to have your say. First of all, in terms of Sander Berge, well, Manchester United, as you can see there, it was Damashek who was breaking it. It wasn't breaking it, actually. It was more just a news and an update. Everything has been prioritised around the three big deals in terms of the Madrid, West Ham, Bayern Munich, West Ham and United triangle, which was Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Matthijs de Ligt and Mr Mazraoui. All three past medicals. It is here we go all the way. Manchester United's announcements are expected tomorrow. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that United will have players registered in time for the Fulham game this weekend. So no issues. We have two more members available to the squad. London, who was gifted his second membership. I did see one earlier on in the build-up. Sorry, I forgot the name of the person. It has gone off my screen, mate. Ekos has taken a new membership. So thank you again, London. And Ekos, please, welcome to the members club. Make sure you give London a good thank you as well. Second one is donated tonight. Love that. Already 114 likes in the bag. Keep that coming up, guys. Let's get into what's happening with Sander Berge, though, and everything around that deal right now. Damashek was talking earlier on about Manchester United continuing to talk. It's thought that the talks are actually advanced, like we said the other day, but Manchester United now looking to make sure that Sander Berge is the priority. I won't say priority backup, because I've asked a few questions to a few journalists regarding Garte and where we're actually at, and it's pretty quiet. Like I said the other day, I hope that it's not gone quiet on that side. Let's say if we don't get Garte, I'm not particularly overly bothered. We have other targets and it's not the end of the world, but I just hope, and my biggest concern was obviously Manchester United not being able to move Sancho on. It's gone quiet with Doué going to PSG now, and maybe talks have stalled on Sancho and United may be forced into a corner. Honestly, it's coming down to crunch time, because Sander Berge tonight is scheduled to play at Kenilworth Road against Luton in Burnley's opening game of the Championship. Fancy that, yeah, getting drawn against Burnley. Two teams that were relegated from the Prem playing each other in the first game of the season in the Championship. But yeah, he is due to be in the team tonight for Burnley, so it's going to be a good indication as to whether Manchester United are far down the road as what people are actually saying with Sander Berge right now. As far as Burnley go, they're not bothered. Like, to them, Sander Berge plays. To them, he's in the team and he's a Burnley player right now. They want 30 million. We know the situation with the pricing and the bidding right now. But with United going cold on Agate at the moment, and it's only cold because it's been a couple of days where we prioritise getting other stuff done. There are negotiations probably going on behind the scenes we don't know about, but not much that everybody within the media does know about right now. So not much to report with Agate. But how long does Sander Berge wait? How long do Burnley wait? You could be keeping a player out of that side there in hope that you're going to make it happen and then not play him in games and in the end say no. You could easily say no. There's a big chance that we don't buy Sander Berge this summer and we go all the way to the end of the window and get Agate. It's risk now, isn't it? Now the season is starting, you're starting to look at it. Look, we could easily get a Lenny Yoro situation. Everybody has seen what's happened with Lenny Yoro. Both Manchester United and Bayern Munich have bought centre-backs this summer and they've both broke their foot in their first pre-season games or second and first pre-season games. Now that the competitions are starting proper, you start to run the risk with the transfer window and you start to run the risk of maybe taking the players right to the end. Yes, of course, you have to fully commit. These players are professional and if they're playing for their team that's selling or supposedly selling, they have to give 100% anyway. But 100% obviously means busting a gut early on in the season. Fresh legs, yes. Overzealous, challenging, overexcited in games, yes. Pushing it a bit too more than what they should be doing. Injuries pop up and you know what I'm going to say. Like, it could be worst case scenario for Manchester United that players that we're looking at end up getting injuries and stuff like that. Anything half-hearted from these players as well is going to result in an injury also. So this is now a risky moment for Manchester United. It's like, which way do they commit to? They need to let the likes of Burnley know because they'll need to replace Sander Berge quickly. Whether or not they've got anyone lined up or not, we don't know. But they need to let the likes of Burnley know. They're going to have to let PSG know very, very soon. Look, if negotiations are going on right now, then it looks like PSG are not really keen on waiting until the end of the transfer window. And that's how I see it right now. It's going to be a difficult one for Manchester United, I feel, to get over the line, Agate. With what Romano said and United needing to sell players now to push through moves, it's also getting a little bit dicey on the finance side of things. It's going to come to a stage with PSG where Manchester United just say, look, we just cannot go any higher and walk away and get another midfielder in. We need to, I feel, because like I said, you want to get off to the best possible start. And I do believe, like I've said before, we have got enough players in this team to cope with these first few games of the season. With more than enough players in to cope with the first few games of the season. But it is ideal that you get these players in. Like, the Ligt wanted to come over a month ago. Same too was Mazraoui. These players were ready to go. Complications come up. The last thing we need is anybody playing games that we don't really want them to and risking injury right now. And it is going to be that. Because Sander Berge, I feel, is going to be in that team. We'll get the lineups in about 20 minutes, actually, regarding Sander Berge and Burnley for that first game at Kenilworth Road against Luton. So, Manchester United are ready. We're on watch. We're on Championship player watch in Sander Berge, and hopefully we don't get the United curse straight away. Over 200 likes already, guys, and well over 1,000 in the room. We're not even 10 minutes in. Thank you so much. Please keep liking the video, everybody. Get them likes up. We said we wanted another 800 to 1,000 likes on the show. I did actually give you a target. I don't think I did. Sorry about that, guys, but your target is 800 plus again. Already a quarter of the way on the way to that total. Thank you, everybody. Get your comments coming in as well. I'm coming to the chat early doors. I want to get some definite sort of answers here on not on Manuel Agate, but on Sander Berge. Like, honestly, if right now Manchester United didn't get Agate and we ended up getting someone like Sander Berge, what were your thoughts? Do you feel like that is good for Manchester United in not buckling? Or do we need the higher level player? Is it in terms of like what level he's played at? I'm not saying that Sander Berge couldn't, but is it important that you get someone with that experience in rather than the one that we're hoping can produce? and hasn't played at the highest level, i.e. at a big club. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking away the qualities of either player. I'm just bringing a different look on it and trying to balance the debate out again. Do we need a player that's got that bit more experience at the highest level, as in a bigger football club with higher expectations? Is that something that you cannot get in a little hidden gem? Is that the risk of running? Is that the risk you're running in trying to find someone who isn't sort of spoken about as much as the players at the so-called bigger clubs? Get into the chat now, guys. I want to hear what you're saying about this. We need a proper backup goalkeeper. Onana can't start every competition. It's ridiculous. Jason, he will start every competition. That's just the way Ten Hag works, unfortunately. I do agree with you, though. De Jong is a ship sailed. That was the story earlier on today. I still can't believe we were talking about De Jong earlier on. Like crazy. Like, actually, like, it comes into the same conversation we're having now. Like, all the talk from now on is going to be about midfielders. So we're going to be crunching numbers. We're going to be looking at qualities. We're going to be looking at injuries and everything like that in the midfield, the type of midfielder it is. That's going to be the conversation now for, I think, the next 2.5 weeks in this transfer window. Look, defensively, it looks like we're done. Although the next story I'm going to talk about differs to that one. We'll see. People getting excited by Casemiro on Saturday. Don't be fooled. He's not reliable and will get injured, sent off, and be unreliable over a long season. Simon, that's a bit harsh, mate. He can only play what's in front of him, and he has been our best midfielder so far this pre-season. Let's not forget that. So, where you think he might be unreliable, then you've also got to look at the fact that no one else has really been better than him this pre-season either. So, I think that's a bit harsh on Casemiro. I do think we need backup to help him out. I think that's probably a fairer way of putting it, to be honest. Are United really going for De Jong? Alvin, it was a story earlier on. Apparently United have had a bid rejected. I'm not having it, personally, mate. I don't think so. Tired of injustice, tired of this scheme, damn it. I don't know what that's on about. Our strikers are unproven, need to perform, says Jason. Big seasons for everyone in that forward line for Manchester United. Massive seasons. Like the expectations on Højlund, Rashford, Sancho if he stays, like Garnacho, can he hit it off again going forward? Ahmad's big season, as Ten Hag calls it. Massive expectation levels coming from all of that forward line, and the United fans will be expecting this season. Like, the excitement levels are revving up. Every single United fan I speak to is getting more and more excited for the season ahead, and it is a huge one, especially for the manager and a lot of these players now. There is a lot out there that need to start performing for United. Robert says, nope, sorry. No, Sheldon, it's 8 a.m. show. You the guy off the don't know what. That's a mad comment. There's someone else having a conversation again. I should really look before I jump into other people's conversations, but hey, it is just random, isn't it? Berge is another mount, says Rochelle. I don't know about that. I said it's difficult to say what these players are going to be like. But still, you look at it and you go, he's got qualities that we need, yes. He's got experience in the Premier League, yes. Injury record, superb, which is a bonus. And can play in a couple of different positions. Like, for me, I would only see Mount playing in the number 10 role, in giving Bruno a rest. I don't see him fitting in anywhere else. And I think United are looking at that versatility in midfielders right now as well. So let's see. Stephen Paul. Hi, for me, if Ineos means business, there is only one option. Agate, and Agate. Is the three of them? No, I'm joking, mate. Really? Tell me why. Give me some input onto that. This is your show, guys. Remember, I'm bringing up more of your comments tonight because I have kind of neglected you the last few shows because there's been that much to talk about. Really name your flag to the Sander Berge transfer. It amazes me that he's the guy that you think takes our midfield to the next level. I never said that. I didn't say he would take it to the next level. I said he's a piece in a jigsaw puzzle that needs completing. And he has qualities that United are looking for right now. The recruitment are looking for certain qualities in midfielders, and Sander Berge is one of them players. He's not going to take United to the next level. He's going to help the team work to a Ten Hag formation and a Ten Hag style of play. It's not about taking United to the next level. It's about United meeting the expectations of the fans when we were told we were going to get a style of play. Like what Sir Jim Radcliffe said, like what Ten Hag has said. If we're going to dominate games, we're going to need players on the ball. We're going to need competent players on the ball. And within what Manchester United are looking for, Sander Berge is one of them men. 1,300 in the house. Thank you guys for joining us on this evening show. 300 likes in the bag. Let's see if we can get that up to 500 before the show's out. Well, we're live, everybody. Sick of people shouting about Agate. He can't get into PSG's first team, and they want mad money for him. Look, there are debates going on right now regarding Agate and his qualities. I'm just going to do a couple of super chats first of all. Colin, thank you. Cheers, Adam. Big up to all United faithful in here. Love that. Thank you very much, Colin. We do have another one in from Lee Mack as well. Lee, thank you. Is Berge doesn't work out, it's extra deadwood. So, if Agate doesn't work out, is it extra expensive deadwood? That's how you've got to look, because there's no guarantee either one of them are. You've got to rely on this scouting this process now. You've got to rely on Manchester United's recruiting system, because that's what it's all about now. United fans have people to blame in terms of who Ineos have actually employed, who they've got in, the players they're bringing in. And these players will and should be given the right amount of time. Lee Cape Town has just upgraded his membership. Thank you, Lee. Really appreciate it. All members that are in the house, thank you again for all your support. Mods as well, doing a fantastic job. I could be wrong, just think we need a more intelligent player than Agate there. I like Berge, I like Zubimendi even better. I'm completely with that comment. And that's gone to Beandog100. Well done. Totally get it, mate. We do need a variety of players. I think Agate is very moulded into a Casemiro type player. Fit for one role, master of one trade, not a jack of all, if you understand what I mean by that. And I like that. I do. I want players that are specialists in that position. I like to know where a certain player is going to play. I've talked up versatility, like I don't like it. I understand why United are bringing in the players that we are, like Mazraoui to cover left and right. I would prefer him to stay on the right because we've got a fit left back, but if needs be, he's there to cover the left. I don't want that to happen. I want full rotation, and I want to see Mazraoui getting his fair share of games on the right-hand side when we need to rest Dalot, because we are going to need to rest players this season. I said it before. Look, more games in Europe, no winter break. Off the back of a mental summer, we need to look after these players a lot better. Manchester United's medical team already a man down in that department. We've had that confirmed. They're still waiting to bring in one more medical staff. The fitness side of thing, the new coaches that are in at Manchester United, there's a big responsibility on all of them to make sure that this team is fit and fit for longer this season, because that's an issue that we had. I did quit the United stand, mate. Good to have you in here as well, though. Make sure you subscribe. Do give the video a like as well. Trying to get as many people in as possible. Little on Quality. What a great name. Hi Adam, hope you're well. I do miss your road trip videos. Well, tune in to Forever United TV and stay tuned. We're going to do more match day content as the season kicks off, all starting on Friday as well. The new members content does start tomorrow as well, guys. So if you are a member, extra content for you guys coming up as well, and a little bit of a before the announcement sort of video regarding something that's going on with the channel as well for you guys. So make sure you tuned in. Subscribers, just make sure you've hit that bell notification so you know when the content is coming. Match days and match days, pre-season, transfer windows, everything that you need as a Manchester United fan, we've got here on Forever United TV. I can't wait for the season to start now. 1,400 in the room. Cheers, guys. Keep them likes coming in. By the way, thank you for all the super chats so far, guys. Absolutely loving everyone getting involved. I've never asked for super chats, but the donations are more than welcome. We're putting them straight back into the channel to make it better for you guys, giving you better content all the way through. We've got some mad things we're going to be trying this season, so appreciation is right up there for all of you. Not being nasty many times, look way better than we are, but let's give all the players a chance to prove themselves before we even think of judging them. When do we start judging this season? Like, what's the date? Like, first few games and it doesn't go well, do we all start panicking, start jumping in again and going mad? Is that how it's going to work this season, or do we give them the right amount of time? That's what the right amount of time. What is the right amount of time? Up to December? Is that the right call? I think that's fair enough. Like, going all the way up to December, we'll know if we've qualified for the next stage of the Europa League. For God's sake, we need to be qualifying for that. I expect United. That's not even a question for me. That's a must. and a need, definitely. I want to move on. Keep your comments coming in, guys. There is that crazy-ass report. I mean, honestly, like, I don't believe it, but you would have seen it earlier on, guys, and a few other people have been talking about it. But there once was a transfer target at Manchester United, and his name went by Jarrad Branthwaite. And now, all of a sudden, Manchester United are looking to go back into negotiations with Everton for Jarrad Branthwaite. Some reports going as far as to say that we are willing to get closer to Everton's valuation of Jarrad Branthwaite. I do not understand that at all. I don't. I think this is... Would you class this right now as a panic for Manchester United? Why would Manchester United, and I'm asking the question to you guys in the chat as well, why would Manchester United be looking to go back into negotiate with Jarrad Branthwaite right now? In your minds and your opinions, what are you saying, people? Get in the chat now and let me know. Because I find it strange. I think it is people making reports regarding the situation with Lenny Yoro. I think we're building that up to be more than what it actually is. And I think that Manchester United right now are comfortable in the centre-back situation. Why would you go out and spend a ton of money? Because the reports are saying, and that's it, like Football Insider has come out with this one from earlier on, and they're saying that they have been told by sources that Manchester United are willing to go back in because Yoro has been injured, and they're scared about being short at centre-back. If Branthwaite was coming in, you would have to sell Scott McTominay, you would have to sell Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, Pellistri and Hannibal as well, and try and get somewhere near the price of Branthwaite. Like 60 million for Branthwaite. Why would United go back in for Branthwaite now? It makes absolute no sense at all. For me, it doesn't. There's no point. Like, play the long game. Yeah, maybe. Like next season when we've had to get rid of Maguire and we're back in the Champions League and we're actually looking ahead financially, we're in a better position, we could maybe look at a deal for Jarrad Branthwaite. But I mean, seriously, come on. 60 million for Branthwaite now after everything that we've stood for. In a way, we'd be going backwards a bit, in my opinion, if we went and got Branthwaite now for 60 million. Like, look, there's always been that rumour going around. There's always been that mindset. There's a few people that have said, look, I don't think that Jarrad Branthwaite's finished. I just don't think that Manchester United should be going in for him. I think it's a waste of money right now. I'm not saying he's a waste of money. I think it's a waste of money for our transfer window right now. We should not be going near Jarrad Branthwaite. We need to spend that money elsewhere. There's no logic in spending that amount of money on Jarrad Branthwaite when we need the midfield sorting. It is a nothing story. I am shutting it down. I'm not saying it's complete false. If there's something in it, then I am seriously questioning it. I don't understand it, and I don't think there's anybody who can convince me that this is the right move right now. So, Jarrad Branthwaite, Frankie de Jong, today has been a weird one. Like, yesterday we had all the positivity, and it's still going. It is still going. Don't get me wrong, like, medicals passed today for the three players involved in the Bayern Munich, West Ham and Manchester United triangle, like we said at the top of the show. United will announce Mazraoui and Matthias de Ligt tomorrow. Medicals and media duties are all done. Announcements will come tomorrow. So we've got the official day tomorrow for two more players. And like we said at the top of the show, they both will be available if Ten Hag wants to use them for Manchester United's Fulham opening game of the season. And that, I feel, is the bigger thing in all of this. United getting business done before the season's actually started. And being in a good position, which we are. I'm still sticking to that. We're in a very, very good position. Over 400 likes. Mega job, guys. Get that up to 500. Come on, that's your next target. 5 minutes to get to 500. Over 1,400 in the room. Thank you, everybody. Another super chat in from Gear says, Berge clocked the 10th fastest speed in the Premier League in 2023-24. I did not know that stat. That is an interesting one. He's got a yard of pace as well about him. I like that. And like he is, he's a beast. He's strong, isn't he, as well? Very good on the ball. I like him, mate. I do. I do like that type of signing for United. It is totally different to what we've done. And I feel like we're moving in the right type of transfer direction for Manchester United. We're being open to all possibilities, which is something that we haven't before. Stretford Gamer TV, Adam, respectfully, Ineos are not panic buying. They are making their sentiments known. 60 million is a bit of a panic, mate, when you've bid 35 already. Why are we doubling up? I don't think it's real, that's all. And I don't think we are. I'm saying it would be panic buying. I don't think Ineos are, because I don't think the story's true. I think United want Branthwaite, but I feel like it'll be next summer. There's no way that we spend 60 million now when we need that for midfield. Desperately need it for midfield. So, nope, not having it at all. Not for me. Imagine he gets injured in the Burnley game tonight. Oof, yes, I know. That's what I said at the top of the show, Leo. That is the big concern. I rate Branthwaite, but better wait. Next summer price might drop, and most are dead would run out of contract. 60 mil for Branthwaite is a bad deal, in my opinion. I've loved the fact that we've walked away from Branthwaite. I've loved the fact that we've just said, no, it's not our price. That's ridiculous. We're not having any of that. We're moving forward with other targets. And we brought 2 other quality centre-backs in. And we have 2 quality centre-backs in Yoro and De Ligt. I just feel like we've got what we needed in them 2 players. There is more news regarding Palestri and that move to Bologna. We got wind of this yesterday. United, like we talked about this morning, the recruitment meeting that was going on, we expected the decision on Hermoso. That has happened. He's not coming to United. United are going to sell Lindelof. They are going to sell Palestri, Hannibal, and try and get out of the door. I said Lindelof there, didn't I? Yeah. Lindelof, Hannibal, Palestri, and Scott McTominay. Even Sky have said today, watch Scott McTominay. Sky have also said that Fulham are not coming back in for Scott McTominay. But then they're saying, watch Scott McTominay. I don't think Galatasaray will come in for Scott McTominay. I think Bologna, definitely. They're looking to bring someone in because they've sold Ndoye. So Bologna are lacking numbers after all the players that they've sold. I mean, you look at what they have been absolutely rinsed. A team just making the Champions League. And they've sold Xerxes, they've sold Calafiore, they've sold Ndoye, and they need to recruit. So they've got plenty of money to spend. I think United take advantage of this situation. I think we can definitely scrape 10 million out of Bologna for Palestri. I think that's a fair price, and that's a good price for United. That goes a long way into securing someone like Agate. Do you know what? If you ask me now, I think the midfield situation dictates what Manchester United do from now until the end of the window. I think we will spend a bit more on Agate, me. It's gone quiet at the moment. I've asked a few journalists, like I said, and no one is coming back with anything right now. All we're getting is it's just talks carrying on. Manchester United communicating with PSG. And do you know what? This could be a good thing. The fact that it's gone quiet on Agate means that we could get that boom, that bang, that bit of breaking news that United have made progress. I don't like it when you hear day after day after day, like communications going forward. This might be happening now. This offer's there. I like it when it goes quiet, because when it goes quiet, it means that proper negotiations are going on, and then you get that result from them negotiations, and then we get the here we go, hopefully. Guys, talk to me. Let's get back into the chat. Yoro injured during a game after a medical. Mazraoui out limping. That's the way he walks. He's talking to someone else. Sorry. Jonathan says, we need another midfielder to sit in front of the defence and another striker for me. To be optimistic about the top 4, we still have time. Top 4 with the squad that we've got now, Jonathan. That's what we need. And I think we've got enough to do it. We have got a good team there. A very good team. And I'm not, honestly, this will come down on Ten Hag. If Rashford keeps playing and playing and playing and doesn't perform, it's going to come down on him, not Rashford. The sooner he realises this, the better. I understand totally what Ten Hag is doing. He's back to play off through thick and thin from last season, and he needs him to perform for him. If he doesn't, then that's the sword that Ten Hag will die on. Players like Rashford, who've done it before, need to find something and do it again. Because it'll be an interesting one for when he changes it, or when he bites the bullet with Rashford. I'll be waiting to see. Honestly, I'll be waiting to see, because there's no excuse for a player that's had all summer off to be looking as lacklustre he has done this summer. There is no excuse for him at all now. I'm going on the bear. Is McTominay stays. We will cash. We'll need a cashier as well. Not getting that, Jake, there. Sorry, mate. Confused me, that one. Boxing Straight Talk is in the chat as well. Good to have you back in, mate. Not seen you for a while, unless I've missed you at all. I'm sorry about that. There are stories regarding Bruno Fernandes's wages as well, now being Manchester United's top earner simply because of the wage deductions from not making the Champions League. Did you guys see that story earlier on? He now could be, with the fact that all Manchester United's players are taking 25% pay cut this season for failing to make the Champions League. Bruno Fernandes's new deal could send him over all of them players. So he could this season be top earner at Manchester United. A lot of people agree with it. A lot of people are concerned that he's going to be near that 300 mark that we thought he was going to be getting away from. I know it's a reality, and it is actually happening right now. So yes, it's for me, I still think that Bruno's earned his wage. I'm really intrigued to see how much it is now, though. I want to know how much it is, and let the fan base argue amongst itself, because that's what's going to happen. There's a reason City, Bayern and Madrid are not in for SANDER Berge. No top European world-class team are going for SANDER Berge. Maybe that's because they've already got them positions covered, Sadiq. Maybe that is it. Like City, Bayern, Madrid. I mean, you expect SANDER Berge to come in ahead of Valverde, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Modric. Do you expect him to come in ahead of them? Not really, mate. Come on, be serious about it. We got a super chat in from Lidl on Quality. He says, Casemiro looks like a Teletubby when he's playing. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? Which one? Dipsy, Lala or Poe? You tell me, mate. You're a Teletubby fan. What else have we got in here right now? Rashford and Casemiro now on 225 grand a week. Oh, poor sods. Poor boys. Let me see now. Bruno got stick last season, but he deserves it. He bleeds United. Yeah, Colin, look, he came out of it, I think, on top, Bruno, last year. I think he did. I think he actually got over that initial poor spell and finished the season strongly, I think. I think give Bruno Fernandes some credit on that one, I feel, because he did. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. Like most people remember Bruno Fernandes' start to the season, which wasn't great, I know, but easy to forget what he actually did. Like that Burnley game when he dragged United over the line and everyone else was diabolical. Everyone forgets it. Did you guys hear Graham Souness earlier on as well? Talking like an absolute wet lettuce about Matthijs de Ligt. Lightweight, he called him. This is a pundit on Talk Sport. Supposedly one of the best and very knowledgeable players, knowledgeable pundits out there. And he's talking about de Ligt being lightweight. Like, he doesn't know him, does he? He clearly doesn't know him. And watch the clip, guys. Watch the clip. It's hilarious because he starts talking and he says something and then he realises that he's completely snookered himself and doesn't know how to get out of it. He tries to flip it quickly into going into a conversation about how players and centre-backs now are looked at as to ball-playing centre-backs, and the art of defending is dead. Keep the ball out the back of your net first, he says. And those were his words. Talking completely out of his ass. Honestly, it is hilarious. And he's been slaughtered for it, quite rightly so as well. We're at the 500 like mark, guys. Congratulations. Thank you so much for that. Keep them likes coming in. See if you can get close to 600 before we finish. Amazing stuff tonight. Do you think de Ligt will perform well in the Premier League? I don't know, mate. I hope so. He's got the capabilities, the character and the leadership qualities and experience at the top level of European football to do so. And he's got a manager that knows him inside and out. So there's no real excuse for Matthijs de Ligt not to succeed. And I think he will. Next to Martinez as well. Like, he has got the understanding level right there. He's got a keeper who he's played with before. He's got a centre-back partner who he's played with before. And it all works out perfect. Not played with before, sorry, in terms of Martinez. I don't think he did, actually. He'd gone before Martinez came. I'm pretty certain. Someone correct me on that one if I'm wrong. But you know what I mean? When you've got Martinez, who's played with Ten Hag, who knows the system. De Ligt, who's played with Ten Hag, knows the system. And then you've got Onana, who has played with De Ligt before as well. Like, the understanding triangle, playing as a centre-back myself, the understanding with your partner and the goalkeeper is the most important part of your game. Knowing their moves and their movements and knowing when to go and to come back and when to challenge, when to back, everything. Like, that goes a long way. And I'm hoping that that partnership rekindled actually brings Manchester United back into a form of security when it comes to this season ahead. I'm looking forward to seeing that partnership. I am. I hope it is on Fulham against Fulham at weekend. How fit is De Ligt right now? He's not had many games. I think that's the only thing we're worrying about. Is he going to leave him out for this one? He starts training tomorrow with the first team. Ten Hag will have a good look at him, but like we said, like Xerxes didn't play much either, and he didn't play him in the Community Shield. So if that's anything to go by, maybe we won't see Matthias de Ligt until the following Saturday against Brighton away from home. Not the easiest of welcomes to the Premier League. Brighton away, Liverpool at home. Maybe you should integrate him into the Fulham game a little bit. Adam Souness don't watch soccer. He listens to commentary and is busy watching soapies, says Kieran. If we bought Prime Messi, Souness would act like we have bought a dud. It's a good point. He is always half empty, isn't he? I think De Ligt will have good leadership qualities. Well said, Babs. Pretty much like I just said there. Another super chat in from Mr. Creed, Mr. Creed MC. What would you class as a successful window and season? I think I've said this before, but Manchester United right now at the back, I think I'm happy with what we've got. I would like to see Amas being brought into left back into some of the games. Obviously, seeing Malacia fit again, Shaw fit again, cover at the right with Dalot and Mazraoui, who can also come across to the left. I think we're all right at centre back. 5 should be enough, surely. Midfield, we need 2 midfielders. That's my good window. And top 4 to answer that question, mate. Thanks for the super chat. But that is what I'm expecting. In this window, 1 minimum midfielder has to be a good one. 2, hopefully, because we need it. And finishing top 4. And I think that is a good starting block. Because past that, I don't just expect to stay in the top 4. I expect that gap to close. I'm hearing pundits talking about United finishing 25 points behind Manchester City again this season. I'm hearing all of the slaughtering of all of Manchester United's hopes this season. I'm sick of it. I'm a United fan who wants to see us go back to the top. I'm a United fan who wants to be able to give some banter back to these other top teams in the Premier League. But right now our hands are tied and we can't, simply because we've just not been good enough to even come back and shout for our team's cause. So, yeah, I just feel like United right now are in a better spot than we was last season. So Jim Radcliffe has been opening up and talking, and he's exactly right. Ten Hag is a good guy. He's just been doing too much. He should not. In his words were, he's trying to manage a team and get the best out of them while trying to fix a roof at Old Trafford. Managing above and below himself. And Ineos have come in and taken that away from him. So let's see what Ten Hag has got. Let's see what he's got in his locker this season, because I think this is a good enough squad to get top 4. It's as simple as that for me. No excuses at all. I'm happy with what we've got in this transfer window. Give me 1 more midfielder at least, hopefully 2, and we go from there. That is where I'm going to finish it off there, guys. You are all absolute legends. Thank you so much. That is your updates for the day, really. It's been a mad one, hasn't it? Mazraoui and De Ligt have completed their medicals. Announcement is coming tomorrow. United have had a bid turned down for Frankie de Jong, apparently, and we're back in talks with Branthwaite. Weird day. Xander Berge is very close to Manchester United, though. And United need to sell players to make these moves happen in midfield. It's as simple as that. Tomorrow is going to be a busy one. I'll be with you all day again, guys, though. We go again, 8 o'clock in the morning with your update show, covering everything that's happened overnight and early in the morning. Hopefully we've got some more updates regarding that midfield situation. But please do give the video a like on the way out. Let's get up to 600 as you leave the room. I'll leave you with the 20 times chance. New members, current members, renewed members, mods, super chatters from today, everyone who's got a comment in, thank you so much. Get your comments in below and let me know what you feel about everything that's happened today. and we go again tomorrow. Guys, absolute legends, a lot of you. I will see you first thing in the morning. Have a good one, people.